Hello everyone, my name is Ben, and in today's video I want to talk about how our mindset towards saving money can actually affect how much we save and if we save at all. Let's begin. First things first, why save money? Saving money is not necessarily something we do in order to attain a certain goal or to buy a new car or even saving for retirement. Saving money means that we buy ourselves time. Imagine you're working a job and you don't like your job. Wouldn't it be great if you had enough money to say, hey, you know what? I quit. A quick search on the internet will tell you that to find a new job will take 3 to 6 months. And therefore, if you have 3 to 6 months in savings, it's likely that you will be able to find a new job and make that leap of faith. Another good reason to save money is unplanned events. Let's say your boiler broke down, let's say your car broke down, maybe you need to go to the dentist. All these things are events that you want to be prepared for, and if you don't have the money to allow for it, that's going to put you in a bit of a sticky situation. So it's safe to say we need to save money, and it will allow us a lot more opportunity and buy us time and save us from unplanned events in the future. And yet, a survey from December 2019 found that nearly 70% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings accounts. While there are many reasons and factors that affect why people cannot save money, I'd like to talk about a few approaches to our mindset which can actually help us to save more and to start saving. While the conventional way to think about saving money and planning for it is to set goals for the long term. For example, planning for retirement or maybe buying a house in a few years. A research from 2014 has found that people who think about saving money in cycles rather than planning for a long-term goal are likely to save 74% more money than those who think linearly, for example, setting goal for retirement or long-term goals. Generally, the linear saving approach suffers from future optimism, whereas we think in the future we are likely to make more money and we cannot anticipate all of the unknowns. So to me, the bottom line for this is pretty simple. Think about how much you can save today in the current cycle. The easiest one would be on a paycheck rather than plan for the future. Plan how much you can save today. That's the biggest takeaway from the study. One of the best books I've read about personal finance and money in general is The Psychology of Money by Moran Housel. To quote, "Getting money requires taking risks, being optimistic and putting yourself out there. But keeping money requires the opposite of taking risk. It requires humility and fear that what you've made can be taken away from you just as fast." Morgan goes on to explain that it's important to accept that even some of our earnings and past successes is attributed to luck, and therefore we cannot rely on past success to repeat indefinitely. In essence, getting money and saving money are two completely different mindsets. In one, we need to go out there and grab whatever we can. In the other, we need to keep what we can and be a bit more frugal. Right, now that we talked about two mindset approaches that we can take and use in order to save more and start saving, I want to talk about creating a habit. If we think about the cycles that we touched upon at the beginning, it's important for us to create a habit of saving, and more important than that, it's important for us to create a good habit, as in that we feel good about saving so we can continue doing so. Therefore, I would suggest to start very small. One of the best advice I ever got in my life when it comes to personal finance is I went to my boss in one of my first jobs. I said, "Hey, look, I think I need a raise." He started laughing and he said, "Why do you think that?" And I said, "Well, I cannot finish the month and I cannot go out. I'm young. I want to do fun stuff. I need more money." And he said, "Look, Ben, we can work on that and we can try and get you a raise. But in the meantime, let me give you a piece of advice. Take 10% of your income, of your next salary, and just put it aside. Don't tell me yes, don't tell me no. Just take 10% of your salary and put it aside. At the end of the month, tell me if you actually felt that." I did that, by the way, and that was the best lesson I ever got in my life when it comes to saving. So I would encourage you to start small, 5 to 10% of your current income. And most importantly, start today, now. in the next cycle, think about cycles. Don't plan the big goals. Get into the habit. Build a positive habit that doesn't feel daunting. It doesn't feel like, oh no, I need to save. Be happy about it, because you're essentially buying yourself more time and your own personal wellness at the end of the day. When it comes to putting money aside every month, I would suggest to automate the process. So if you could do something for your bank, or there are many apps out there, depending on where you are in the world, where you can essentially automate your savings, that will be a really, really, really good habit and will take the action out of yourself. I will stress again, start small. Start small that you don't even feel it, and then watch your money grow. And with that concludes our video for today. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. Oof, okay. That was the recording of my first ever Talking Head YouTube video. Let me know what you think, to be honest. I think that's the most, it's the only thing I would ask at this point. If you liked it, if there are topics you want me to talk about, if there are any pointers for improvement, that would really, really help me. And if you like the style or have any suggestions, again, please let me know. And hopefully I'll see you very soon.